What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a good day and a good weekend thus far. Now, if you didn't know, SXSW kicked off just a couple days ago and will go through this coming week. So it's March 7th through the 15th, and we've been getting several updates, whether it's exclusive clips, whether it's reviews, the schedule that we should be expecting to see. A lot's going to be kicking off come tomorrow, March 10th on Monday. But we have been getting a little bit of drips and drabs as far as some movie reviews. And we've also gotten a couple clips, a couple exclusive clips. This is the second one we're going to be covering off on today for today's horror news update, which is for the film called The Home. As you can see here, the SXSW teaser delivers a terrifying jolt in a nursing home. This is an exclusive clip. It's not that long. It's only about a minute long. I did check the timestamp, so we will be checking it out here in a moment after we get through the details on this clip. Now, before we get into the details, I'm noticing this is now the second film we're getting of recent, or at least we might get this film hopefully this year or next year. There's no date that I could find tied to when this will be released. It just mentions either 2025 or 2026. But it is as far as more recent information, as far as the second film. So we have The Rule of Jenny Penn with John Lithgow that takes place in a nursing home or like a living facility, and now we have this one coming out as well. So I'm wondering if we're going to start to see, again, it's only two films. Now I know that's not a lot, it's just two films, but usually this is how this starts, right? We start to see one or two films, and then we start to see more and more around that particular subject matter. I felt like we started to see an uptick in body horror after The Substance was released. At least that's my opinion. Now I'm wondering if we're also going to start to see a surgence in films taking place in nursing homes. So something that maybe to keep an eye on as the year, as this year goes on, as next year starts to come into play, as far as when we know what that schedule and what those releases are going to look like. So let's jump into some of the article details here before we look at this teaser. So SXSW is officially underway, bringing a densely packed slate of exciting new genre premieres. That includes eerie midnighter The Home, based on the novel by horror author Matt Stradberg. Watch our exclusive festival teaser below ahead of the film's premiere this Monday, March 10th, which is going to be tomorrow, which gives very little away in terms of plot, but emphasizes an unsettling atmosphere and scares. The Fest official synopsis: many years after leaving the small town behind, Joel returns to move his mother, Monica, a home for the elderly struggling with dementia. However, Monica's health takes a turn for the worse soon after her arrival. She experiences terrifying visions of her late husband, Joel's abusive father, and begins exhibiting violent behavior. Joel begins to believe that something malevolent and supernatural has taken control of his mother, but with his own history of substance abuse and mental instability, can he trust his own perceptions? As Monica's memory fades, Joel must confront the demons of his own past, dredged up by his return to the home where he grew up. So then we have a list of who's all starring in this film, the director as well, who's directing the film. Stroudsburg is a prolific horror writer from Sweden whose books have been published in over 30 countries. The novel's description might give a clear idea on what to expect in terms of horror. The Home is not quite a ghost story, not quite a story of possession. It has elements of both, but is neither. It's an eerie novel about love, friendship, and the greatest horror of all, losing control of yourself. The Home will also have additional Fest screenings on March 12th and the 15th after its premiere, and then stay tuned for additional details. So we will be tracking all these various films throughout this coming week as far as what's going to be taking place, additional clips, trailers, reviews that might be coming out. I think it's going to be a pretty busy week as far as what we're going to see coming out of this. There's still a lot of films that are on slate for this week that we have gotten pretty much zero information on outside of a very brief synopsis as far as what the film is about, who's starring, directors, writers, things of that nature, and then the date it's premiering on. Outside of that, we don't have much of any information. So we have the clip here, and yeah, that's all we have as far as the rest of this goes. So let's get back to the top of this article. All right, so let's check out this clip and see what we got going on.
Är det någon här?
Olivia. Du ska få något.
So yeah, like I said, not that long of a clip, not that long of a teaser. It was roughly 57 seconds. And as the article mentioned, it doesn't really give a lot away. I mean, we can assume this is Joel's mother, and as she starts to, see these visions of her late husband, Joel's father. Now, we can see, when I was looking up, trying to find any details on this film outside of what we just went through, as far as it speaking towards, being in a retirement home or living facility, I did find one article for SXSW for 2025 as far as when it gave the list of films. It had this one also listed as folklore as far as one of the subgenres of horror. Again, not sure how folklore horror is going to play into this because, again, what we've read is all we have on it. That's the only teaser we've been given, so it's kind of hard to say when I try to compare this to other folklore horror films that we've done reviews on, full spoiler reviews or trailer reviews. With some of those other ones like Starve Acre, to give an example, we can definitely see the folklore aspect, the subject matter is for that film, right? For this one, we don't have enough yet to really see it. Now I can see where they're going to be utilizing some jump scares. Obviously, that was one of them. If it did scare you right there, I can see where they might be utilizing the jump scare throughout this film. Now, hopefully, they do not overutilize the jump scare. We do know we went through a list of top 10 tropes during one of our live shows last week, and one of those top 10s was jump scares. And I do agree they can get overly used in films if they're used properly, and again, not over in an overabundance of them, and just use them at the right time. I think they can be very effective. Like that right there, obviously that nurse, if you haven't seen that teaser, it's a nice jump scare. I think seeing that in the actual film and seeing what happens afterwards will have a much greater impact. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you thought about the teaser for The Home. Again, I know it's not much to go on, but it's going to be interesting to see how this one fully plays out. Again, it premieres tomorrow on the 10th, and then again, it will have an additional showings on the 12th and the 15th of this coming week. Also, if you haven't done so already, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next one. Peace.